Sucks that I missed on a day this week. What can you do, right? So I'm back. I am congested. Very much so. I'm actually on decongestants right now. For those who don't know, I was sick yesterday. I actually started coming down with it midway through Tuesday. And Tuesday night I played Minecraft with a very sore throat. Pushed through it. Was able to do my Minecraft stream with said sore throat. But then basically was not able to do too well sleeping Tuesday night because the sore throat was so bad. It was like on fire, like sharp, excruciating pain all throughout the night, and I was unable to really get a legitimate sleep. And so, by the time I woke up Wednesday morning, I felt awful. I really did. I felt like I was hit by a Mack truck. My throat was terrible, and I said, there's no way I can stream. I can't talk. So I ended up going back to sleep. I actually slept for 12 straight hours. Well, I say that, but I was in bed for 12 straight hours. I definitely didn't sleep for 12 straight hours. In fact, I had some pretty delirious fever dreams. I had this weird dream that my legs were all swollen up in weird bulbous patches, and they were all painful and shit. Like, I had some really weird, fucked up dreams while I was, having a fever while I was asleep. So I ended up getting up around 2 p.m. in the afternoon after sleeping a straight, 12 hours, or trying to sleep, 12 hours. I had a beef-flavored ramen, to try to help my throat. And, tried to do some basic stuff around the house. I took a shower, napped a little bit more. Later on, ended up having a vegetable lasagna, and really just felt miserable all day long. Just really felt absolutely fucking miserable. Okay, so eventually, Kat actually had to go to work, and when she came home late at night, I was like, I still kind of feel crappy. At that point, my nose had started to clog up, and I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna feel tomorrow. We're gonna have to see how I feel tomorrow. After a night's sleep. Well, the good news is, guys, my sore throat is completely gone. 100% gone. Which is good. Because the bottom line is really there's only two things that could stop me from streaming. Number one is a sore throat. And number two is a bad headache. Those are the two key things that would make me not able to stream. And if you remember back around Christmas, I had both. First I had a sore throat, then I had a splitting headache for 2 straight days, migraine. Luckily, I don't have a headache, which is great. This is more of a minor cold. And quite frankly, if I hadn't had the bad sore throat, I would have streamed yesterday anyway. Right now I'm really congested. My nose is congested. It's running. It's gross. But I can tough through that and stream, But if I can't talk because my throat is so throbbing in pain, then I can't stream. So the good news is I am back today. It sucks that I lost a whole day. As you guys know, recently I've been telling you, financially things are not very good for me right now. Behind the scenes, things are really bad. And I am basically trying to raise as much as I possibly can right now on streams to help make up for that. And it sucks that I lost a freaking day with a new release week, too, of all times, right? This couldn't have been last week when nothing new was going on. No, it had to be this week that I ended up getting sick. It sucks ass, right? And just to forewarn all of you, you're just going to have to put up with my nose today. My nose is really bad. It's, like I said, it's running. It's congested. More than likely, I'm going to have to blow my nose a lot today. And there's not much I can do about it. Okay. It is what it is. Now, I see some people being completely ridiculous in the stream chat, which I knew they would be. Because whenever I have a day off because I'm sick, the conspiracy theories start. So the first thing is, the idiotic morons of the internet, oh, this is all planned, you see? Phil wanted to take a day off, so this was all planned. And now today, he says he's sick, but he's not. And he's specifically taking this day off. Some people, if you can believe this, guys, they went back a year. Last year, I took 3 days off from streaming because I took a staycation. Meaning I spent 3 days here with Kat. And as I had revealed to you guys, on Saturday's podcast, basically it didn't turn out the way I had planned. Like, we had all this stuff planned that we wanted to do, and she ended up being sick, so it ended up being a pretty crappy 3 days off. And people are actually, they went back a year on Twitter and said, exactly 1 year ago, you went on a staycation. This is all planned. This is all completely planned, and this is what you were supposed to be doing, you know. Oh my God, people are stupid. Seriously, these people are nuts. Like, they're just out of their minds with what they say and do. Like, the bottom line is, I took a week off last month to visit my parents in Connecticut. I can't afford any more time off. I can't. Like, I'm behind on bills. I was overdrafted on my bank account for a week. Then I got my Twitch payment, which then made up for all that overdrafting, and I'm realizing, damn, between, you know, what I'm making now this month, for the rest of the month, it's not enough to even cover all my bills. Like, I hope I have enough to cover my mortgage here on this house, because I'm screwed financially until I get back into the groove of things because of what happened last month with me being off a week. So, I can't afford to have time off. Yeah, I took a staycation. You people are fucking idiots. Seriously, they're just out of their minds. They're just out of their fucking minds. You know? They're making these crazy conspiracy theories. Yes, a secret staycation. Not that I'm sick, you know, and in excruciating pain. So they're all talking shit about that, you know, on the internet. They're all the circle-jerking morons who make this shit up. Meanwhile, I feel like garbage, you know, trying to recover here, so I can get back as soon as possible. So, the bottom line is this. I'm back. I am ready to play. It just sucks because you guys are going to have to put up with my cold. You know, what can you do? I'm going to be blowing my nose and snorting and doing all kinds of gross stuff, and there's nothing we can do about it. I have to, you know, I'm toughing through it to be back here today for you guys for a full day of streaming. You're just going to have to put up with it, okay, guys? And I apologize in advance. Obviously, I don't want to be sick, but that's life. You know, it happens, and I'm getting over it. You know, I'm toughing through it today. I easily could have taken more days off and just screwed myself over further, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to tough through it to be here for you guys and do a full day of fun streaming, okay? All right. And also, the other fun thing, didn't you know there's a streamer who streamed for 2,000 straight days and never took a day off despite 2 of his children being born? He was still streaming. I'm looking at this and I'm like, number one, you know, good on that guy for apparently having the best immune system I've ever heard in my life, because if he could stream with a throbbing sore throat, good on him. I can't. If I can't talk, I can't stream. You know, like, I know you guys wouldn't appreciate a stream where I'm basically being silent, so that's why I don't do it. But number two, I certainly don't know anything about, you know, imagine if you're having your kid born and you're on fucking stream. You know, that's kind of weird to me. Someone who literally cannot separate work from personal life and is 2,000 straight days with no break, that's insane. Some people may respect that. I think that's fucking weird. That's just my personal opinion. You could disagree, but that just messed up to me. Like, to not have a personal life at all for 2,000 straight days does not sound healthy. I'm just saying, that's my opinion on that. You could completely disagree. That's okay. If you think that's admirable, go right ahead and say it's admirable. For me, that's like, I don't think that's something to be applauded. I think that's something to be analyzed. Say, what the fuck happened here? Because, personally, no days off for 2,000 days doesn't sound very healthy to me. I'm just saying. Especially for my own personal health, I could tell you if I streamed for 2,000 straight days, I'd probably be dead. I'd probably have blood clots in my body. I'd be dead. Alright? Alright, so anyway. All that being said, I'm back today. What are we doing today, everyone? Well, first of all, we're continuing on with Rage 2. Alright? So I'm excited for Rage 2. I hope you guys are excited for Rage 2. I played 4 hours of this on Tuesday, and I actually really enjoyed it. It's funny because a lot of people are criticizing the game saying it's too open world grindy. Well, yeah, I agree there's open world grindy content, but it's actually fun. Like, unlike third-person stealth games that are slow-paced and boring, and, oh, you can't just take these guys head-on, instead you gotta sneak around and kill them from behind. It's fucking boring. In this game, you take everything on head-on. Crazy-ass FPS abilities, right? It's all the fun id Software-style first-person shooter gameplay you come to know and love. in a game with open world grindy style content. So I'm liking it so far. Now, listen, I only played it for 4 hours. So, admittedly, I may play it further and not like it as much. I'm only 4 hours in. But let's see what happens together. Let's continue to play this game, and let's see if the game stays on the high octane level that it's been at, or maybe it will actually slow down and become worse. I don't think there's really any way to tell until we get further into the game. Okay? So that's what we're doing today. 4 more hours, okay? There you go. Tonight, I will be doing Black Ops 4 Blackout. Yes, it is my weekly Battle Royale stream for around 2 hours later tonight. And it should be fun. You know, the map that I've been playing on, where they updated it with the water now, was fun. I actually had a lot more fun last time playing on it. And I love the interaction of those streams, so I am looking forward to that later tonight. So today should be a really solid, fun, full day of streaming. I hope that I can stay at a level where I'm okay. And what I mean by that is I am a little nervous that with my congestion that it'll get worse. And, you know, over the course of today, maybe I won't feel so good. But I hope I will. And I hope I'm able to put out good streams for you guys, okay? I'm going to do my absolute best to put out quality stuff, and hopefully you guys will be entertained, and we'll have a good day together. All right? Now, tomorrow, guys, is Friday. Now, here's the other ridiculous thing people are saying. Oh, well, you were off yesterday sick. Why don't you just stream on Friday? That's not how life works. People who actually have a full life, and again, that's how I don't understand how you could have a 2,000-day fucking streaming streak. I only have 1 day a week where I take time to do the things I need to do, the essentials. So things like get supplies for the house, go to the doctor, get a haircut. You know, things that you need to do during normal daytime hours because you can't do them in the middle of the fucking night or whatever. I need to do those. And it just so happens that this week, on tomorrow, I've got all those things lined up. A doctor's appointment, a haircut appointment. I need to get all the ingredients to make a new pot of my homemade Italian sauce. So I've got all this stuff lined up for tomorrow. There's no way that I could just cancel that now. I actually needed a haircut for the past month and haven't been able to go because my hairdresser is off on Thursdays, and my days off have been Thursdays. So finally this week I arranged it for be a Friday instead. You know, so that's how life works. When you're an adult, you got to try to schedule everything on the day off that you get. It's not really a fun day off. Instead, it's a day full of basically chores and tasks that need to be done. So that being said, tomorrow I need to take the day off. And quite frankly, it's going to be a day of activity, but I think it's going to be good for me. You know, I'm cooped up in the house all week. So actually going out and moving around, maybe it'll actually make my body feel better. Hell, it may even help me to get past the sickness quicker to actually go out and get some physical activity in my body instead of just sitting around all day. Okay? So, I cannot, take tomorrow off. Or, excuse me, I cannot be here tomorrow and cancel my whole day off. Simply because that's life. That's how it goes. Alright? So, no, I'm not going to be here tomorrow. It was already my scheduled day off. It has to be my scheduled day off. Okay? So, hopefully things go well. I get everything done that I need to get done tomorrow. And I don't end up overexerting myself to the point where I get sicker. I hope not. Alright? So, tomorrow is my day off. Alright? I'm back on Saturday. What are we going to be doing on Saturday? Well, it really depends, and what I'm kind of leaning towards is more Rage, or people like, we want a break from Rage. I could try to finish up Days Gone, which apparently I have about 4 hours left, and then that game will be completed, and I know some people are waiting for the conclusion, but, you know, this week kind of screwed things up with not only a new release, but me being sick, right? So, we'll see. Saturday will either be Days Gone, or Rage 2, depending, I guess, on how today goes and how well received, you know, Rage 2 continues to be. And then on Saturday night, again, I'm kind of debating what to do. Because if I'm still sick with a runny nose and everything, then I probably can't do Phoenix Wright, just being honest here. You know, until my symptoms clear up, more than likely I can't do anything like Phoenix Wright or anything like that. So maybe instead, whatever I don't play on the mainstream, I could play at night. So let's say, for example, I choose to finish off Days Gone as the mainstream on Saturday. Maybe Saturday night I do a couple hours of Rage 2. You see what I mean? Like, I could maybe do that. And then on Sunday, maybe I'll do a session in Mortal Kombat, followed by like a nighttime session of something. You see? But that's kind of what I'm thinking. All right. FYI, next week, there is a new release. There actually is a new release. Team Sonic Racing. And I'm interested in it. But, you know, we'll see how everything is going with the other games. What I'm hoping is I could finish up Days Gone, and that way it'll be a focus between Rage 2 and Team Sonic Racing as my main gameplay streams, with a little bit of maybe Mortal Kombat mixed in there for variety. And then at nighttime we'll have the chill streams. Okay, that's kind of what I'm thinking. But you know, everything could change. The other thing is, as I told you guys, there was a game called A Plague Tale that also came out this week, and I know that some people want me to play it. But right now, I'm strapped for cash, and especially now I lost out on a day of streaming. I cannot afford it. So if someone wants to donate that game to me and say, here, give it a try, I would. But there's no way I could drop $40 on that game right now. I just can't. I'm being honest with all of you. All the money that I raise on streams is going straight to bills at this point. So, yeah, that's one thing. The other thing is, I don't know when I would play it, because like I said, I'm playing Rage 2. I got to finish up Days Gone. We got Team Sonic Racing, and I'm still playing Mortal Kombat. So I'm not sure when I would squeeze it in. Some people are saying play A Plague Tale over Team Sonic Racing. I mean, I could, but then people would complain because I said that I was going to play Team Sonic Racing. So let's see how it goes. You know, let's see how it goes in the next few days. You know, today, Saturday, Sunday. Let's see how we're doing into next week, and that'll really determine kind of next week's schedule definitively. I don't want to 100% lock in stuff when I'm not sure yet. You know, I definitely am interested in Plague Tale since people have been telling me it's good, but I just can't drop $40 on an indie game that I don't know if it's going to be any good and if I'm going to like it or not. You know, I just can't right now. So, okay. All right. So there you go, guys. That's the rough schedule. Hopefully you guys will be entertained and, you know, you're okay with the fact that I lost a day this week. What can I say? I didn't want to, but can't talk, you can't stream, right? All right. The other thing is, I'm actually using Game Share with Kat today. We wanted to try this out and see how it works. So Kat is actually getting a few games on her PS4 right now. She's getting Rage 2 and Days Gone. She's going to be trying these games out. So after I finish pre-stream, I have to take a few minutes to run next door here to her office and basically log out of her PS4 as a primary PS4, and then I have to get my PS4 set up as my primary PS4 again and all of that. We're giving this a shot because people had recommended this to us previously, and we had looked into it. So here's how this works if you guys aren't aware. If you have someone, a close friend, a relative, a significant other, who you can game share with, you can do that, but basically it entails a little bit of work. You basically have to set it up so that temporarily their PS4 is your primary PS4. It's a little bit of a weird process. It's hard to even explain, but essentially, you gotta log in, log out, assign this, assign that, get licenses. It's a little bit of a pain in the ass. But once it's done, you could basically share all games that each of you own. Okay? Which is kind of cool. So, once you do that, now you have basically a shared library. And so she's downloading a few of the games now that recently I've bought that she was interested in, but she didn't want to drop $60 on because she wasn't sold on the games. So now she'll be able to try them out and see if she likes them for herself, which is kind of cool. The downside of this is, okay, if you don't reverse the process of assigning someone else's PS4 as your primary PS4, your main PS4, like my console here, would not be able to auto-download games and patches. Which sucks, because as you guys know, I don't want to sit here and every day we boot up the PS4. Oh, let's go to play a game on stream. Oh, the game has a required patch. Now we have to sit here for 25 minutes to have it to download, right? Or, even worse, oh, new release. I pre-ordered it, but it didn't pre-download to the PS4 because, this isn't my primary PS4, so it won't do that. So it's a little bit of a hassle. It's not that big of a deal, but basically you have to be sure that everything's done properly. So, yeah, so after I end pre-stream today, I'm going to run to Kat's office, see how she's doing with her downloads, basically tell her, all right, let's pause everything if it's not done, and, log out as me, unassign that as the primary PS4, then I have to come into here, go on my PS4, log in, assign that as the primary PS4 before we get started with gameplay today, okay? All right. All right, guys. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to the plug segment. You guys are used to this. You know what's next. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for 11 awesome years as a content creator. I love doing what I do, and even though I used to be primarily a YouTuber, and I made my life off of ad revenue, sadly in 2017 that all changed when the YouTube adpocalypse happened and the whole bottom fell out of that business model, and pretty much almost no one can make a living full-time on YouTube anymore. And everyone has, sought to seek a way to do things differently. For me, it was becoming a full-time streamer, which I feel was one of the best things I could possibly do. I love doing streaming every day. I love these interactive streams that we have together, okay? That being said, I primarily rely on crowdfunding from you guys on a daily basis in order to keep things going. And if it wasn't for your support on streams, I wouldn't be here anymore. I would have went out of business and I would have had to go, do other stuff. I don't want that to end. I love doing full days of streaming for you guys, and I love doing the long-form on-demand videos on YouTube, which I started doing last summer. I think that, it's a great thing. And I love doing it, and I know you guys love it too, or you wouldn't be here, right? So there are many ways that you can be supportive and allow me to continue to do what I love to do. The first is my Patreon at patreon.com/darksidefil, where your monthly pledges earn you personal perks as a reward for your contributions. I'm not going to go into detail. Give it a look yourselves. Patreon.com/darksidefil. Number 2, I have a merchandise shop where I sell t-shirts and hoodies and stickers and many other things. Great quality stuff I can attest to because I own a bunch of it for over 2 years. It hasn't worn out or faded. Anything you buy helps me out, and you get a cool collectible, so give it a look. That's teespring.com/stores/DSPGaming. But in particular, if you're here live on today's stream, all right, and you want to get some credit for your contributions, if you either cheer, sub, or tip during the live stream, I will give you a live shout-out. Keep in mind, it is subjective what I say and do on my own streams. Not only must I abide by Twitch's terms of service rules, but I also must try to keep the stream on pace, meaning trying not to derail it with negativity, trying not to bring up negative detractor memes or religion or politics or things that basically are going to make the stream not very chill and cause drama. There's no reason whatsoever for me to cause drama, all right? So, please consider contributing, and, most people get it, and the shout-outs are awesome, and I love the interactivity that we have here on the live streams, all right? Now, if you are either the current top cheerer or top tipper of the day, I'm going to put you up on the stream stats leaderboard, which appears at the top of your screen. You can see it right now, okay? And in fact, in just a moment, we're going to start updating that. Now, sadly, I wasn't here yesterday. Of course, that means we lost subs. What can you do? When you're sick, you lose subs. It's just a natural thing. It's going to happen. We're down to 469 subs. That doesn't mean we can't hit the sub goal for the month. We're still incredibly close. But we need some people to subscribe. I see many of you who had subs who did not renew. What's the deal with that? You guys realize I just added the new frog emote that you all been asking for. Okay, this is a brand new emote that was just added this week before I got sick. You also get access to over 30 other emotes. You don't have to watch advertisements when I run them. And you get a cool chat crown badge to show how long you've been a supporter of the stream. So please consider subscribing. We can hit this goal. It's very reasonable that we do. But we need people to step up and sub. All right? All right, actually, I'm going to go grab my trash can. Because I just realized I just used a tissue, and I'm like, I have nowhere to put this damn thing, so I need to get my can. Ugh. This cold is going to be a pain in my ass. Damn it. Okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate all contributions, but because of what I'm going through right now financially, which is not a good situation, stuff going on behind the scenes that really sucks. All right? I really need your help right now. Okay? Please, if you want to contribute in the best way possible and you want to help out, please tip me. Tipping me right now allows me to use those funds to pay bills immediately. And I can tell you right now, guys, I told you, I don't even, with the money I just made from Twitch, and I know there's going to be a payment coming in from YouTube, and all that, it's not going to be enough to even pay all my basic bills coming up in early June. This sucks because it's a situation where, in April, I took a week off to spend time with my parents. I knew there was going to be a financial hit. I'm trying to come back from it. It's going to take a month or two for me to get back to the levels where everything's fine, all right? And I knew this was going to happen. But it is what it is. It was more important for me to visit my parents. So please consider tipping me if you at all you can contribute. That is the way that helps me the most. There's 2 ways you can tip me. Below the stream, there's a tips jar button you can click on, or you can type !tip into the stream chat. That'll bring up a link that brings you to my PayPal tips page. A couple things about tipping. Number 1, you can leave your name in a message if you'd like it, or you could be anonymous. You know, some people are afraid that if they contribute to me, that they're going to get harassed online. Well, you could be an anonymous tipper, and then no one will even know it was you. And that avoids that whole problem, all right? Number 2, you don't need a PayPal account to tip me. That's a misconception. You can use a debit or credit card right there on the PayPal tips page instead of using a PayPal account. And that way, you know, you don't have to go through that whole registration process, okay? So please consider tipping me. It's the best way to contribute. It helps me the most. Thank you to anyone who does. All right. Now, let's do some shout-outs. First of all, shout-outs to those who actually contributed when I was not here over the past day because I was sick. So we had quite a few people. It was Golden Colts did a lot of cheering. In addition to Drunk Mike Tyson, who says, can we get a United States of Phil t-shirt on Teespring? I mean, I'm not against that. At the same time, I don't design artwork at all or logos. I have no skill in this regard. I don't even have software to do it. If someone wants to take a stab at a United States of Phil t-shirt, go right ahead. I'd be happy to take a look at your submission. Okay? Okay. Tanamouter did a 200-bit cheer. Thank you, Tanamouter. Poopster cheered. Said, have you been enjoying your job more recently? It seems you've been more upbeat and happy overall. Well, the thing is, like I told you guys, my personal life is actually really good. Like, my life here with Kat and everything has been great. You know, we're married and we have things that we like to do, and it's been good. Behind the scenes, my personal life itself has been good. The problem is all the financial shit that weighs me down, you know? If I can get past the financial shit in the next couple of months, things will actually be looking up. But I need to get past it. So, you know, that's kind of the deal here. But yeah, no, I enjoy the streams, and my personal life's good, so there you go. All right, so Egg Gangster cheered this morning and said, if you have to sneeze, do a dab. Dab stands for destroy all bacteria. Well, there you go. Of course, if I dab instead of grabbing a tissue, more than likely I'll be covered in disgusting yuck. So more than likely I'm just going to grab a tissue and not dab, but thank you for the suggestion. Someone named Free Cause tipped me $5 and said, I had a dream last night that you had unbanned Cause and Hindo. They apologized and the trolls were debunked by facts and logic. I think it was God's way of telling me to tell you to free Cause. Well, it's too bad that you dreamed it because that's all it's ever going to be, a dream. He's not getting unbanned. Hindo's not getting unbanned. These people are never getting fucking unbanned ever again because they've always been a negative influence on the chat. They constantly try to derail the chat. They constantly do snide, underhanded, sarcastic remarks. They advertise other streamers. They do things that are against the rules regularly. And the bottom line is the only reason that they were ever let back in here is because we had a few mods who sadly were buddy-buddy with them and kept campaigning to get them back in there. Well, guess what? Those mods aren't fucking mods anymore. So these people are gone for good. Good riddance to bad fucking rubbish. Now we can just have a fun stream together and not worry about their stupid shit anymore. So there you go. But thank you for the $5 tip regardless. Alright, shout out to Vote Democrat who did a 111-bit cheer and said, did you hear about Mr. Ratburn's wedding on the kids' cartoon Arthur? Congrats, Mr. Ratburn and his new husband. No, I don't watch Arthur. So I don't even know what the hell you're talking about. I don't even know what that is. Isn't that the show where everyone's an animal or a mouse or something? Right? I don't know. I've never seen it. So, no, I know nothing about it. But thank you for the 111-bit cheer. And by the way, I didn't update this with the $5 tip because we actually have a $10 tip coming in from Rob, who tipped me $10. He says, hope you're feeling better today, bro. Seeing the Twitter shit you got yesterday really broke my heart. The thing is, I really don't even look at it. Like, I know there were a few people with crazy-ass conspiracy theories because they're no-life idiots. And they think that because I'm human and I get sick, that somehow this is a fucking crazy conspiracy. Like, yes, Phil planned this. And then they go back a year on my Twitter to say, oh, you see, exactly a year ago he did a staycation, so that must mean he's on a staycation again. Right? Or you're a fucking idiot, one or the other. And I think we know which one was correct. Alright, so, ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Rob, for the tip, biggest tip of the day, and I appreciate that. Beat Drop, subscribe to the channel for 7 straight months. Thank you, Beat Drop, for 7 months of support. RMV Vol, so Rimval, subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much for the sub. And Bagel Goose also subscribed for 5 straight months. So thank you, Bagel Goose. Let's actually take a look And now Westside Rascal has resubbed for 2 months. Thank you, Westside Rascal. I typed in the wrong command. Alright, so now we're up to 473 subs, everyone. We have some progress. That's good. Right? Positive progress. Good. We're going to build ourselves back up to the 500. Like I said the other night, the bottom line is when we're close, we got to take advantage and try to hit that goal. Like, we were at 497 subs the other night. We only needed 3 more, and then 3 people did not sub. And then we dropped, and that's what happens. You got to take advantage. When you're close to hitting that goal, you got to jump on it, man. Okay. So one thing I'd like to do before we start, I do want to give a shout-out to the top cheerers of the week. We're only on Thursday, and, you know, we missed a day here. But what I would like to do is definitely give credit to those who have contributed this week via cheering. Let's go ahead and do that. All right, so shout out to the following top cheerers. In 10th place, we have Joe. In 9th place, Dope Soap. In 8th place, Tantamounter. In 7th place, Insomniatic Me. 6th place goes to Golden Colts. 5th place, Vote Democrat. 4th place, Mr. Papavera. 3rd place, Dankest Steve. Excuse me, Dankest Dave. I completely read that wrong. Dankest Dave. In 2nd place, Big Boy Abides. And so far this week, in 1st place, we got the Egg Gangster. So again, thank all of you for your contributions this morning. I appreciate it very much. And it looks like to me like we are now pretty much done with shout-outs. All right. So what we're going to do is like I said, I have to take... Oh, hold on a second. Venom87 just give me a $20 tip. Says, you'll get past this financial burden, man. Keep your head up, Phil. Thank you very much, Venom87. I appreciate that. I appreciate you helping me out. And, you know, I am trying. You know, I'm doing my absolute best to not let this shit get to me and hopefully get past what I'm going through right now. Like I said, what I'm hoping is if I can do another 1 to 2 consistent months of good streaming without significant time away for problems like being sick, you know, and you guys keep being supportive, I'll get back to a level where this isn't a problem anymore. But my problem right now is I'm nowhere near there. You know, I'm really struggling. And I don't know what I'm going to do the next couple of months. I'm hoping that the tips basically will come in enough to make up and keep me afloat. But if not, you know, there's not much else I can do. So that's life, though. You know, I'm trying to get through this. Thank you, Venom, for the $20 tip, biggest tip of the day. Okay? All right. So let's now...